I think they've been playing a little bit of CS2 in the background. They know how this one works. All swing and big ding. It is Flames to find a couple of kills off the gate. And unfortunately for BetBoom, not much you can really do about that. Pilski, you yourself are a B anchor on Mirage. You know how it feels.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't even in the best anchor positions, really playing the pivot position on short there. Backside MBK. Dennis trying to work his way through market. Oh, that's a real sharp shot from him coming out market side, trying to turn around this 3-on-5 here. Zorte, another one from him.
Yeah, hang on just a minute. Majors is able to pull one back, and so it is still numbers advantage for Vitality for a moment. Time is ticking away from BetBoom now, though, and that surely starts to secure it for Vitality. Pistol round in the books.
Will he catch Magisk? Who seems well aware of this being a possibility, but the double ding from the MP9, it at least is traded by Spinks.
Yeah, I think you'll take that if you're Nafany.
Vitality, though, they know they've lost control of that A side of the map. How will they respond? They've smoked top con, re-smoke into window. Does seem like they want to kick off a mid to B.
Quick up short. Zorte watching, and Danis gets himself another one as well. It's starting to come together for BetBoom. Hasn't been anything explosive from them really yet. This is more of a standard round than anything else as well. But it is nice to get on the board. Especially when you were down 4-0. It started to feel like Vitality were really having a bit too easy of a time here in this best of one.
ZywOo in connector, waiting for someone on that A side to make a mistake in terms of rotations, either moving from a close position to a retake position or a retake position to take some control of the site. Finds Kyron on a nice timing. Now it's just one player on ticket. The rest of the CT's on the B side of the map here, so there's definitely space for Vitality to get into an after plant.
Oh, this is where ZywOo looks to activate, but Zorte is ready and waiting. So it's just on to Spinks. The flash is going to hinder him for a second, but can still get the plant down. No.
BetBoom. Very important round for them to pick up, and it would be even better if they can do so with a couple of guns alive there. Money's not great either. Somewhat of a swing round for both teams. Vitality in a 1-4 setup. Magus lurking outside apps. They are slowly looking to take more and more space in middle here, Vitality. Smoke goes into window. T's now starting to creep around towards con. Progression smoke top con side. Information denied to the CTs now. What will Vitality's next move be? Gonna go and take ladder now. Got a lot of presence in middle. But middle is not the bomb site. This is where you need to start to see the shift in the rotations, and that's exactly what we see. Vitality going to be kicking off a bit of a mid to A split. Nafany needs to try to find success disrupting this from window.
So I'm pretty scared of moving at the moment.
Another missed util. Another missed piece of util. That's 4 today from top teams.
From maybe the best 2 teams in the world at the moment. Or certainly an argument to be made for that. Either way, that, not too bad from Magisk. And Spinks is going to be able to crack open Zorte's head as well. So 3-on-5 from the outset. BetBoom really relying now on Nafany creeping up from Connector here to do a bit of that work. And there's an open plan for Vitality. No one was watching Connector. The trade will come through, but it is a disruption if nothing else. Won't matter in the end. No extra timing's going the way of BetBoom. Not quite the 100% clean game from Vitality so far.
Missed opportunity for BetBoom, though. That was a great chance to reset Vitality's economy and actually start to creep into this game on the CT side. They've missed their window, Jordan. Vitality, particularly with 4 alive here. And even if they could take this last gun away, they are off to a flying start here on Mirage. That may be too much for BetBoom to handle. Apex will certainly be traded by Spinks. Been caught up there. Missed window smoke. Number 5.
Who's throwing it?
Missed piece of util here. From top teams at IEM Sydney, CS2 is problematic, to say the least.
Yeah, that's, I mean, look, is that acceptable? I don't think so. Even if it is the first event, you want to be the best team in the world, you can't be affording to miss a mid-window smoke on Mirage. Like, okay, there might be some more convoluted smokes going around, but a mid-window smoke on Mirage, like that is the bread and butter. That's the first smoke you learn pretty much when you start playing CS.
Flames now 1-on-3. Vitality heavily punished for that missed piece of util. timing into B is definitely an option here. Siren playing that pivot position over from Brick's side. If he gets picked, then the B site's open for the taking, but he's actually committed more to mid. BetBoom, I like that they're staying active in the mid round. They've cleaned out the middle of the map. They know Flames isn't over there.
Yeah, May just had a couple of nice kills over on that A bomb site, which has made it interesting enough for Flames, especially if he gets that kill. Now there's a chance to get that bomb plant down. He's got a bit of util here as well. Smokes himself off on the site, has a molly, has a nade. Can he find a way to isolate a 1v1? Surely BetBoom are good enough to not give him that opportunity, but yeah.
Great rotation timing. Vitality just took way too long to get going. Now on the half by charging up middle into 5 players. Nafany, it's a messy spray, but he's getting away with it. This is absolute robbery. HE nade to zone those T's back away, and he's falling back into the safety of the 3-man crossfire in middle. And again, BetBoom, this seems to be what they're going for, Jordan. They are playing really heavy middle, aggressing, taking duels, looking to pinch in the early to mid round and not let Vitality have this mid control.
Apex does have an AK in this round. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. He can still definitely do a bit of damage with that. Trouble is there's no real pieces of util to enable him. No flashes. So it's really just going to be off the back of Vitality swinging into mid to try to do some damage, and that's pretty good. 3 kills already. Apex still alive. Double swing from BetBoom, though, gets it done.
Nafany having a pretty decent game for himself as well, has to be said. Vitality early on, looking like a bit of a 1-3-1 from them. Some presence over at A. Sphinx, a little bit of util pressure towards B. Zorte's been great in the openers on the AWP, even grabbing himself a man advantage for BetBoom on the A4, just peeking into underpass. Vitality, after the long tack, this is where you have to make things happen a little bit more on the fly. You've lost that man advantage. Now you've got to go and lean more on those mid-round plays, and it looks like they're looking to put heavy pressure over onto Catwalk and turn this into a B-split.
ZywOo almost gets himself a timing there. In the end, it'll actually be Flames to find Kyron, and they know that Siren is somewhere lurking around on the site. At least he's got himself a smoke to hide behind. That's not going to keep him alive for long, and Zorte on that rotation also goes down early. Nafany has been able to cross the door. Flames in Africa doesn't quite manage to hold on to it. Bomb at least was planted for Vitality, but now it's down to a 2v1 for Nafany, whose head will be ripped off. And it is 7-4 Vitality. At the 11th hour, it was looking like they were losing control of the half, but
The A side, nice nade to chip down Magisk a little bit more. Siren to hold from under Bauk here. MP9 on ticket is going to be difficult to navigate.
Well, Siren, even through the fire and flames, is able to get himself one. No more than that, though, as we're back into the 3-on-3. Zorte can't strike, misses his shot. ZywOo won't make that mistake. Down again to Nafany. Kyron there alongside him. Headshot will go through. No, never mind, it wasn't a headshot onto Magisk. Sphinx is dealt with by the MP9, which seems to be a pretty big threat in CS2. But still, Kyron has to negotiate now a 1-on-2. Magisk is a bit low. He's a bit scared. But Kyron's gone to the wrong bomb site. And so he'll be able to walk out onto A more than comfortably. And it's a very open plant. So how do you even possibly win this one as Kyron? These two teams could literally be anywhere. ZywOo could be running all the way into mid, playing from connector and win the round in the late stages, but unnecessary. Gets a bit of info off that flash that there is a player in main. We'll be able to pick up the M4A1S, but again, it's just too big of a crossfire to break. So at the end of the half, Vitality win a pretty routine round. 8-4 the scoreline. Vitality looking good. Missed pieces of utility. That has been the talk of the town so far.
Retake setup from Magus, looking to chip down the numbers before BetBoom can get into a post plant here. And oh, what is that? Hello, Dennis on these pistols has been insane.
That's going to be the bomb plant for BetBoom. And a lot of map control to boot. We have to be aware of ZywOo working his way through T-Spawn. That is going to be the X factor for Vitality. And the rest of the CTs are just taking it slowly. Apex chimes in with one, which is good. ZywOo knows he has a freebie onto Zorte. Here's where it'll start to pick up the pace a little bit. BetBoom need to get something done. Kyron hiding behind triple. That Glock not doing him any favors at all, and he is just going to be booked out of the server by ZywOo. It's just Siren left alive. Defuser's on. Shots are hit. Vitality win the pistol. And with that, they can now start to think about winning the map.
Opening duels go 1 for 1, and BetBoom continuing to apply the pace and the pressure over on this A side of the map. Flames playing from Ninja, backed up by Mages. Apex rotating in on connector side.
Siren getting a lot of space already, and that's a nice spray transfer. See a little bit more of that. We'll start to get excited about Counter-Strike 2. Speaking of which, 3-on-2, Mages is creeping around the side of the smoke. He has the knowledge that there's nothing happening on A.
Kyron just listening to the rotations in underpass here. He wants to try to pick the timing, and I'm sure he can hear ZywOo making his way into market here. Kyron now understanding that with that player rotating over on market side, he may have a timing to slip into window. And with 50 seconds, BetBoom have got plenty of time to allow him to have the impact in this round. He's creeping through Murder Hole. Oh. They just need to wait. They don't need to go here. They're hiding in kitchen. They're giving Kyron time to get this pick over on the B side. Surely he should trade this frag.
Well, ZywOo seems to at least have...
What?
Oh,
Where's that gone?
Almost
Jordan.
got unlucky. I thought he had the wherewithal to understand maybe that there was someone coming through from Marcus. I thought he was playing safe from it, but he was stepped back a little bit too far.
Mages is going to save. He doesn't have a kit. Someone clip that. Someone please clip that. What? Am I crazy? Do we have a replay? That was dead on.
I'm sure we've got a replay.
That was dead on. I'm going to watch the replay for myself on the stream.
You're just a hater, Pilski.
That's gone to bloody Narnia, mate. Mr. Tumnus has caught that one in the side of the bloody horn.
I don't know if they told the players that when you spray in Australia, you actually have to like go the other direction.
Yeah,
like, you have to pull your mouse
it's like
up,
a toilet.
not down. So
yeah, that's why some Aussie pros used to play inverted mouse, as far as I understand it. Nice exits from Mages. Usually I get a bit more excited about those exits, but look at BetBoom's economy, bro. All right, half buy coming out for Vitality. Magus holding the hero rifle here. BetBoom fired man straight through mid. It's a bloody wolf pack. 1 for 1 on Magus here.
Not really seeing too much from BetBoom beyond taking control of mid so far. They're going to have to go back and retrieve that bomb. That slows things down a little. But progression smoke from Nafany as he does smoke off jungle. And ZywOo can't get anything done. Apex is locked behind the smoke. What are we calling it, Pilski? Blowing, booming, donking?
I'm just saying blowing open the smoke.
I feel like blowing feels the most natural to me when I'm casting. I don't know what people have been calling it in their MM games and such. I like blowing. Makes sense, right? Because the smoke does get blown.
Yeah.
But it's also like blowing up, so I kind of like it, personally.
Kind of liking BetBoom right now, bro. 9 apiece. Look, exits are nice again, but BetBoom's got very good money. They don't really care too much about losing these rifles. And Vitality just trying to keep the T's interested. They're trying to take all of their guns away, rob them of any future buys. But look, this round's done and dusted. Dennis going to close it down. And BetBoom now. We ain't messing around. I'm not interested in mid-control. It's a 1-3-1 for Vitality. Magus, again, is tasked with holding down this A site all on his lonesome. ZywOo.
Oh, okay, let's look at this.
Ooh, little eggsy.
What are they setting up? What are they cooking?
Getting planned here. Let BetBoom cook. Let's see. That's another smoke from Kyron, by the way. This is like a 4-smoke eggsy.
Oh, front sight smokes, actually. Oh,
this is sick.
Okay, Apex jumps up on top of the firebox. Can't get more than one for that.
Oh, Kyron
will miss a shot, and it is Kyron really just running and gunning that gets BetBoom into the site. Plant's gone down, but the numbers are still decent enough. Vitality, smokes are starting to fade. Nafany's caught out in no man's land. Zorte's made some noise. They know where he is. The 1v1's been given over. Flames.
No kit.
Has given it to Spinks and unfortunately can't get that 1v1 over the line. BetBoom come up with a big round.
They're getting fired up and Kyron pre-planned and Vitality were not ready for that. Mid-aggression here. T's trade out favorably. Dana's just too good on these entries.
It's happening.
It's happening. It is. And this is the thing about CT side economy when the T's have been able to win that second round force buy. It's even more pronounced in CS2. That's the top con smoke.
Another window smoke refresh attempt. I think
It's
it
missed.
Yeah.
It's missed. Another one. This is crazy. Someone count this. Chat. Okay, everyone in chat, I'm going to need to see your missed util counters, okay? Let's try and agree. Everyone write the same number together.
Same number at
this
the
never
same
goes
time.
wrong.
I think we're at about like 8 or 9.
Yeah. It's getting close to double digits in these two BO1s. Kind of crazy.
And yeah, exactly. That's just the B stream. I mean, what do we know about the A stream? Maybe something's happening over there as well. Player in jail, hasn't quite yet been cleared out. Apex can't hit the shots he needs. He thought maybe he killed Nafany. I'm not sure. Either way, he's done and dusted, and so is the B site. Vitality are at a very great risk now of dropping this best of one against BetBoom. And boy, oh boy, what a disaster that would be. What a mess that would mean for IEM Sydney.
This is just classic playing a CIS team.
I really didn't think it would be this bad. I actually really didn't think it would be this bad.
1-3-1 from Vitality. BetBoom looking to creep out Palace in the mid-round here. Siren's been lost. Spinks shooting through his own feet, and out comes the Palace pop.
He's going to lose his head, so that's the A side. Actually cracked open. It's kind of worked out in the end for BetBoom. A lot of presence in mid from Vitality, but it does leave the A site relatively undefended. Control of the site has been a bit difficult to take for BetBoom, but they are starting to work their way into jungle now. Nothing in CT, and they have to be a bit concerned about that. Full retake still yet to come from Vitality, but they are waiting for Spinks to make his way through from T-Spawn. Slow and steady wins the race for BetBoom right now. Static in their positions, and that'll be a free beat for Nafany. Execute Apex, but I think he waited a bit too long. Zorte went down. It's Nafany to try to clutch out here for BetBoom. Defuse is on, and there's nothing he can do. Did you notice that?
Zaiwu trying to blow open the smoke and find himself a timing. Missed Molotov into window there from Spinks. Out comes the Palace creep. Nafany punished by Magus.
Trades attempt at least coming through here from BetBoom, but that is not going to work against a team of the caliber of Vitality. Well, just as we started to think about maybe seeing our first upset at IEM Sydney, now we have to start thinking about our first potential overtime of IEM Sydney, because Kyron not going to pick up the 1v3, and there is one round in it for both teams. Vitality to get to 12-12 to secure OT, of course, in this new MR12 setup.
Be a quick A split here. BetBoom, 2 players in middle. Going to refresh that window smoke. Molly goes in towards underpass. Nafany trying to creep into connector rather on the timing from Zorte. Spinks with the entry onto Zorte top mid though.
Not a great start to the OT so far for BetBoom, down on numbers and trying to work their way into A. Though, a couple of nice entries from Kyron and Danists. And all of a sudden, there's a different storyline. Have to go back and collect the bomb. But Vitality now in a precarious position. And Nafany trying to cut off these rotations. Timing won't work out for him. He was worried about the murder hole, but it was Spinks coming through from window. But even still, BetBoom have been able to achieve what they set out to do. That's planting the bomb on B, retaking control of jungle. Flames! It's the headshot, but with an A1S, that's not enough. And it's now on to Zaiwu and Spinks. Molotov into Tetris will be quite beneficial. Danis is still good enough to get one before he goes down. So sharp. And he's been great on the entry so far today for BetBoom. I think Zaiwu's run out of time now. You've still got that nade held in the back pocket for Siren. They're surely just going to nade the smoke, and that is exactly what we've been talking about in the lead up to this event, Pilly. We've been talking to players, we've been saying, will you guys be holding nades later on?
There we go. Smoke to window from BetBoom. They're running a 2-3 again, this time with a bit more underpass pressure from Nafany. He's going to try to beat the Molotov, and that's going to work beautifully. Nice entry onto Apex, puts pressure back on Vitality. He's just cracking things open from connector here, leading from the front.
Doesn't seem to get any easier for Vitality, even though they've made it into the OT. They are able to bring a couple back. Still Zorte spinning around in connector. Keeps the numbers advantageous for BetBoom. Man, Vitality are really having to do this the hard way. Feels like every single round, they're down on numbers, or they're out-positioned, or they're coming back from behind. It never feels like, at least for the last maybe 5-6 rounds in a row, they've been in a favorable spot. Major's timing, fantastic, and great raw adjustment onto Danis, leaves it onto Siren Solo. He's flashed out, but they don't know he's here. Or do they? Double swing. 13-13, just as I'm starting to try to build up some kind of storyline.
Pressure towards top middle. Zaiwu trying to find that timing to pick the player top mid here. BetBoom like they want to go for a B-Apps timing. It's a 1-4, similar to what Vitality did in regulation. They find the entry onto Flames.
Yeah, nice entry, but can they deal with Spinks? He's good for 2, which is
much
enough
damage
to keep the numbers even, but not enough to deny the plant. Apex has charged his way outdoor. They know that, and they do dispatch of him. He tried to find that timing, but in fact, he's actually made the job more difficult now for Magisk and ZywOo, who will have to do it as a duo. And ZywOo's completely, I wasn't going to say smoked off, but it's faded. Still, time's ticking away. BetBoom looking pretty good to take 2 into the second half of OT. ZywOo has cracked 1 open, but now he is alone, and he'll have to do something special, which is not possible. 14-13, BetBoom again in the lead. And MM, so there you go.
He's got the entry. He's just booked it straight through Palace. Apex, he thinks he's playing bloody matchmaking. Someone's running at him 5 seconds into the round. In Palace! Oh, God.
Don't watch Pills.
The jump throw bud's gone awry. I feel like I'm watching bloody Asian CS. This util usage is, not ideal.
Well, we'll get a little bit of that in the next game. Envision and Ents.
I dare say Envision will probably throw some better grenades than this. BetBoom, though, man advantage for them. Who've put themselves yet again on that point here.
Oh, ZywOo. Not quite going to get his opportunity there onto Zorte, and to be fair, wide swinging P90 might not be the easiest of things to hit with that AWP to see what ZywOo can do. Lots of control here for BetBoom. They've given up mid, but they have a lot of presence over toward A, which appears to be where Vitality will want to end, given that Spinks is still holding on to a main.
Creeping up connector now. Going to turn around this 4-on-5, but they're going straight into the jaws of the P90. Missed jungle smoke.
Don't even bother counting anymore, guys. Let's see what Zorte can do, though. Come on. I want to see it. I'm ready. Push the smoke. Let's go. Oh.
Booked him.
Shit.
Yeah, pushing the smoke feels pretty hard, actually. Kyron.
I was so ready, you know.
Yeah. It's going to go down too. Vitality evening this one up 14-14. I'm sorry, guys. We're Aussie. We love an underdog. We love an upset. Okay. Chance for one of these teams to put themselves on map point. Smoke into window. BetBoom again trying to play this mid-crunch. All comes out here for Kyron yet again. But it looks like Vitality once again in this 1-4. Apex applying pressure to middle and allowing the B timing to come through apps.
Siren's got that smoke down, which will give a little bit more room to play, but not if Flames just charges his way forward. He's confident taking that duel. Nafany's position completely unexpected, and he could double down. Bomb drop. Here we go. BetBoom up to 15. And it is indeed going to be map match series point again.
Chance for BetBoom to close this one down. Smoke blown open, and Nafany continuing to find space and frags.
Good start for BetBoom, that's for sure. Nade in, does catch a couple of those Vitality members, and Kyron executes Flames from behind. It is now Siren on the B side that has to make the difference, and he certainly will. It is done, ladies and gentlemen, 16-14. BetBoom secure the first upset of IEM Sydney 2023, and they are letting us know